Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Welcome again. Today, the Lord gave me Ezekiel 34, verse 1 till 16, and it says, "The word of the Lord came to me, Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel. Prophesy and say to them, This is what the sovereign Lord says: Woe to you, shepherds of Israel, who only take care of yourselves. Should not shepherds take care of the flock? You eat the curds, clothe yourself with the wool, and slaughter the choice animals, but you do not take care of the flock. You have not strengthened the weak, or healed those who are ill, or bound up the injured. You have not brought back the strays, or searched for the lost. You have ruled them harshly and brutally. So they were scattered because there was no shepherd, and when they were scattered, they became food for all the wild animals. My sheep wandered over all the mountains and on every high hill. They were scattered over the whole earth, and no one searched or looked for them. Therefore, you shepherds, hear the word of the Lord. As surely as I live, declares the sovereign Lord, because my flock lacks a shepherd, and so has been plundered and has become food for all the wild animals, and because my shepherds did not search for my flock, but cared for themselves rather than for my flock, therefore you shepherds, hear the word of the Lord. This is what the sovereign Lord says: I am against the shepherds and sorry, and will hold them accountable for my flock. I will remove them from tending the flock so that the shepherds can no longer feed themselves. I will rescue my flock from their mouths, and it will no longer be food for them. For this is what the sovereign Lord says: I myself will search for my sheep and look after them, as a shepherd looks after his scattered flock when he is with them. So I will look after my sheep. I will rescue them from all the places where they were scattered on a day of clouds and darkness. I will bring them out from the nations and gather them from the countries, and I will bring them into their own land. I will pasture them on the mountains of Israel, in the ravens, and in all the settlements in the land. I will tend them in a good pasture and the mountains high of Israel. I will be their I will be their grazing land. There they will lie down in good grazing land, and there they will feed in a rich pasture on the mountains of Israel. I myself will tend my sheep and make them lie down, declares the sovereign Lord. I will search for the lost and bring back the strays. I will bind up the injured and strengthen the weak, but the sleek and the strong I will destroy. I will shepherd the flock with justice. Now this is a warning for the leaders of the church. This is a warning for the shepherds of Israel, also the leaders, the pastors, the rabbis, the teachers, those who are in leadership position inside the church of God. God have put them there to shepherd the flock, to guide the people of the Lord, to teach them His word, to help them, to strengthen them. But they have turned away from the Lord completely. They have been looking after themselves. They have they don't care for the flock. They have rule harshly and brutally over God's flock, and those who went astray, they didn't look for them. Those who were lost, they didn't look for them. The weak, they didn't strengthen them. The ones who were injured, they didn't care for them. The weak, and God is not happy with this. So God is against the shepherds, against the leaders of the church, because um they have been taking care of themselves instead of doing what the Lord have called them to do, that is to pasture the the sheep of the flock. And the Lord is saying, time is coming that I myself will remove you, that you will not longer be in that position, that I myself will take you out because you have misused the 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 position I gave you, and I myself will come and take care of my people. I myself will come and rescue those who went astray. I will search for the lost. I will strengthen the weak. I will um, bound the injuries of those who are injured. And this is a warning. This is a serious warning for leaders of the church, because God have put them in a position of a very important position, and they misuse what God trusted them with. They become greedy and selfish in that position. You know, it's true that they are blessed when the people blessed the house of the Lord with their tithes and all these things, that but they became greedy. They are not caring anymore for what is really important, because that is the most important thing, is to shepherd the flock, not to get what the flock is giving to you, not the money, not the tithes that the flock is bringing to the house of the Lord. And people have changed, um they have changed their ways. They have changed the way they see the things of the Lord. It became a business for them instead of preaching the truth and helping to strengthen those people who come to the Lord, for them to stand in days of darkness, on days of troubles. And that's why a lot of people went out and they are astray. They are lost, because there was no shepherd to lead the flock, to really lead the flock, to strengthen them, to speak to them, to look after them. They were more concerned with themselves instead with the things of the Lord. And that is that is dangerous, because now the Lord is coming. He is passing judgment on the shepherds, on the leaders of the church, and He is telling them that because you haven't taken care of what I entrusted you with, I am going to remove you. And when I remove you, you cannot longer feed yourself. You cannot longer feed yourself. And I will go and search for my people. I will be the one who will shepherd them. I will look for the strays. I will look for the lost. I will bind the injury of those who have been injured, and the weak I will strengthen, but the sleek and the strong I will destroy. People of God, leaders of the church, hear what the Lord is saying. If you have been in a position of taking care of yourself instead of the flock, go to the Lord and repent from that, what you have done, because the Lord is coming. And for those who the Lord have put now in position to lead His flock, be careful not to fall in the same footsteps of those who have been greedy and selfish and taking care of themselves. God put you in that position for a reason. It's for you to lead and to take care of the flock, not for you to gain advantage on the flock, not for you to be in position to misuse the trust of the Lord and misuse the people. You have been put in the position to help them to stay strong, to lead them and show them the right way of the Lord. And the Lord have put you in that position because He knows that you are able, because He is the one who will strengthen you. He is the one that will give you wisdom and understanding. And that is a very big problem also that the church of most leaders of the church have nowadays. They have departed from the Lord. They are not in communion with the Lord. They are doing things based on their own understanding. They are doing things based on their own strength. You are there in the position because God put you there. And if God put you there, He knows what to do to lead His flock. He knows His people. So you need to be in constant communion with the Lord to know exactly what you need to do to lead the flock of the Lord. You cannot do it on your own strength. We cannot do anything in our own strength, but all things we can do through Christ, that is our strength. So we need to be in communion with the Father to know exactly what we need to do. We cannot pasture people of God with different character, with different mindset, and think that we can lead them successfully without the Lord being involved in the things, in the leadership. That is impossible. God must be the center of everything. God must be the first. If you are a leader in the church, God must be the priority. To lead the flock of the Lord, you cannot do it by your own. I remember now David is brought to mind. David led the people of Israel, but how did he do it? He was in constant communion with the Father. He was always asking God what to do. He didn't go and do things on his own. And the day he did something on his own, he went to count the people. What happened? God was angry with him. And he asked for forgiveness. But David was always in communion. Father, do I go? Do I stay? Do I move here? Do I move there? What do I need to do? That is what we need to do. As leaders of the flock of the Lord, people, you must be in constant communion with the Father, because the Father knows His people. He knows exactly what is going on. And He is the only one who can give you wisdom, insight, and understanding how to lead His flock. Because the flock, we are just taking care of it for a little moment. It belongs to the Lord. It's not your flock. And that is what people, most leaders of the church, think, that the people belong to them. It's not yours. It's from the Lord. So for the owner, you need to ask how to pasture His people, because it belongs to Him. Don't do things on your own. And for those who have been so greedy and taking care of themselves, while God have put you in that position to lead His people, He is coming for you to give account, and He will remove those who have been selfish and have not taking they have not take care of the flock. And this is what the Lord wanted me to share this morning. Time to give account is here. And people who have been negligent, the leaders who have been negligent and have been selfish, taking care of themselves instead of the flock, and the flock became food for wild animals. The flock have part of the flock have walked away, and they are lost in that world, and they went astray. The Lord is coming for you to give account of the trust for the people He trusts you with. And it won't be good. It won't be good. So people, listen to the warnings of the Lord. Listen to His warnings. This is the word of the Lord. God bless you and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.